All right. Hi, I'm Emma
Hi.
Elwell. I'm an EDM 310 student at the University of South Alabama, and this is my aunt, Kathy Forche, and she is a third grade teacher at Bonnie Cole Elementary in Slidell, Louisiana. Our interview topic today is project-based learning and using technology in the classroom. All right, let's start. So, Miss Forche, have you ever heard of project-based learning?
No, I have not.
All right. Project-based learning is pretty much incorporating technology into your lesson plans in school, using real-world problems to kind of like help your students associate things with the outside world and keeping them engaged in the classroom. And it can be a big picture, a whole like lesson, like one individual lesson or a whole unit. Um, do any of your teachers at your elementary school use project-based learning?
Many of us at my elementary school use probably various forms of project-based learning. We use lots of technology, but in third grade, I teach third grade, we have adopted Common Core, and at the end of the English Language Arts units, we do a research project, which is it's fairly basic, but it's a building block to research papers as students get older.
Okay, now do you use, when you assign them these research projects at the end, is that something that they take home or do in class at school?
It can be either or.
Is
Either
it
or.
in groups, individual, either or?
It's individual.
It is,
It's
okay.
individual, and they use computers in school, but they also can use their computers at home.
Now, do they use any specific software in the computers at your school?
No.
No? Just any search engine that they can find?
Yes.
Okay.
We have our technology at school has I guess a firewall. So if it's
Okay.
inappropriate, students can't go there.
Okay. All right. So you said that you don't use PBL in your classroom. Why or why not? Just because you never really heard of it, but you do have something very similar as a stepping stone to it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Do you think that you would use project-based learning in your classroom if given like the requirements
Maybe
for
in
it?
science and social studies.
Science and social studies.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And based on the students that you are currently enrolled in your class, like your higher level students and your lower level in your grade,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that they will benefit from project-based learning?
Yes. Oh, yes. Especially
Mhm.
science and social studies. Our children are very motivated by knowledge,
Okay.
and so anything that they could research, they would be extremely eager to learn about.
Okay. And then our next topic that we're going to focus more on is using technology in the classroom. Because I know here in Gulf Shores, Alabama, we have a lot of schools that use MacBooks, and they're very technology-based classrooms. And sometimes it varies in each state. Do you use technology in your classroom?
Yes, I do.
And what kind?
I have 4 computers for the students, and I have an Elmo and a Promethean board.
And what is an Elmo?
An Elmo just I can write things, and it projects it onto the Promethean screen.
Okay. Because do y'all have...
It's kind of like a fancy overhead projector.
Okay, and what is a Promethean board? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, a Promethean board. I think it's just the brand.
Okay.
It's a smart board.
Okay.
I can put. We call them our. I can shoot a PowerPoint up there.
Okay.
And then go up there and solve problems and write on it.
And do you let your students go up there and...
I do occasionally. I'm still a little possessive about my Promethean board because I'm afraid they're going to mess it up. But yes, I do.
Okay. And do y'all don't have anything other than like desktop computers? You don't have like MacBooks or iPads?
Some people do if they write grants or
Okay.
do things like that. But no, that is not a normal. We have some school laptops, like 20, that different classes can use.
Okay. And can you give us some examples of how you use technology in the classroom other than Elmo or the Promethean board? Do y'all play like technological games on the computers? Or
well, I don't know if this is a technology game. We sometimes introduce a skill using Brain Pop Junior. Have you ever heard of that?
No, I have not.
It's a cool little video, and then after that, it's questions, and they have games, and they have jokes that go along with it. The kids really like them.
And have you ever heard of iCurio?
I've never heard of that. No.
Which is something that I've learned in EDM 310, and it's just a educational software that they can go in, and obviously it's got not firewalls, but it's kid friendly for sure. and it allows people to go play games and search like video, audio, pictures, everything. So that's also really something interesting.
Most
that
of the
I've
things
learned.
we have access to, the school has bought a license to, and so we use that.
Okay, and then that makes sense. That makes sense. Do you believe using technology is beneficial to students?
Certainly, it motivates them to learn about different things. But as a teacher who's been doing this a long time, I also think it's important to reach different learning styles by discussion, hands-on types of activities, even pencil paper sometimes.
Like I think you told me once before that your students are still really engaged with you reading a book to them, right?
Oh, they love that. Yeah,
Which
But
is great.
That could be the age group too. I teach third grade.
Okay. And do you have some students who you think like not education, but technology more so than others, or do you just think they all love it?
They all like it, but some are much more interested in using it to learn probably more in depth about subjects than others.
Okay.
And some are probably motivated just to play games.
That's true
they
too.
would not be interested in researching anything on it.
Okay. Because a lot of students have a lot of technology at home where they play a lot of games at. So,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, and I think that wraps us up for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.